If anything, this is like the least interesting election year I've ever covered for sure. That we know what's going to happen unless one of them die. So like beforehand. So it's not even really. There's not much of a, which is really rare. Like you don't. I mean, again, I have not covered this a long time, but how often do you know exactly who both candidates are going to be before any state even votes? That doesn't happen. There's always some kind of primary contest, and there just really isn't this time. I mean, there kind of is, but there's not really.
Yeah, we're going through the motions, but it's predetermined for the most part. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I was going to say, I understand where Mike's coming from, though, staying up all night, as a Nikki Haley supporter, wondering if she could pull off the impossible. I get it. I
got a little bit of hope, but my girl can do it, okay? I'm losing hope, but it's still there. There's a little bit left.
For sure.
Oh, I love her. I think she's an absolute queen, and I have no choice but to stand her.
I mean, she handled that Breakfast Club interview perfectly. I mean,
I missed
who
that.
doesn't?
You haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't? Well, let's put it this way.
You should play some of the clips.
They're the worst with copyright stuff. Otherwise, I would.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Yeah, we played it on the Majority Report. But
did you?
Yeah,
you'll get hit. They'll get hit.
I used to get hit when I tried to cover it, and I'm like, all right, fuck this place.
Yeah, I did it one time, got a massive copyright. I don't know if it was a strike, but it was like a block the video type bad situation.
Yeah, like the whole thing was taken. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, they asked her what she means by when she's saying that Kamala would be like the worst case or something like that. Clearly asking if it has to do with, Kamala being the first black woman vice president. So is the issue with Kamala is that she's black? Is that why she would be chaos if Kamala would be, president or something? And Nikki Haley, to prove she's not racist, immediately brings up Obama. Immediately. The question was about Kamala, and she's like, well, you have to understand, when Obama was president, that there was never any time more divisive. And it's like, oh, she's going there. She's she's doubling down on the racism right there.
Was she one of the spreaders of the birther conspiracy? Was she one of the people who did that?
Nikki Haley? I don't even know. Was she even in the limelight back in 2008?
She was a governor at some point before she became UN ambassador. I don't really remember. She's so like forgettable. Is the problem.
She's so always like in the background. Well, yeah, it's hard to really place her at any one year. It's like, what was she doing in 2014? I don't fucking know.
Like these other Republicans are memorable because they say stupid things and do stupid things, and you just never forget them, right? Like we all remember Todd Aiken from 2010, who was talking about the bodies will abort fetuses if it's a legitimate rape. Like they say things so stupid.
I remember that
in your brain. Wow. Yeah, but Nikki Haley hasn't said something to that magnitude.
Yeah, but I don't know. She has. Like they say dumb shit all the fucking time, but there's so much of it that
every minute of TikTok you watch, you get 18% more anti-Semitic or something like that.
Yeah,
so
that's insane. It's a ridiculous thing. She said she avoided saying that the Civil War was about slavery. Like she avoided.
That's true.
There's dumb shit all the time. That abortion comment would get lost now. It's just like that's like not a big deal. If someone said that today, it wouldn't be a big deal at all. Like there are literal Nazis like in positions of power in at least state level governments. I'm sure that
the
there
racist
also
origin window is so far right now in terms of what you can say openly and then be okay with it. It's not career ending. It's just like, oh wow, they're just saying this right now. Okay.